So we had our first project meeting on November the 14th, and that's when we put together the project team. There's at least 20 groups that make up the vaccine project team. We were the first one in the state of Indiana to give shots, so we essentially had a month to get it done. And so we quickly had to come together. It's that Parkview world-class teamwork that made all the difference. So we worked with Rob Harmon, who is the event manager and planner for Miro, to map it out. So they actually drew a map. Once we got that layout, we said, let's put it in play. Let's see what happens. But we also had to look at things like vaccinators. What do they need? Band-Aids. They need extra needles. They need hand sanitizers, right? But also, what are they going to use? So we had to pull in technology, and they supplied computers for every vaccinated area, every registration area. And we also had to look, how do we make sure we have a safe environment? As you come in through screen, you're asked to hand sanitize. When you get to registration, you're asked to hand sanitize. When you get to vaccinators, you're asked to hand sanitize. We want to make sure we have a safe environment, clean, where people feel comfortable with coming in and get vaccinated. From the front door, you will either be registered or unregistered, and then we will 6 feet of distance take you to the registration area.
The first dose, I felt like they were really doing a test run, and they wanted to make sure it was seamless. And it was. Every single employee was knowledgeable, and they were so friendly, and I could tell that they wanted to be there because they wanted to do their part and they wanted to help. And I could not ask for a better staff and better support system that the Miro Center has.
I knew when it came available I was going to get it. And actually my director called me on a Sunday and said, "Are you interested in being in the rollout?" And I said, "Absolutely, the sooner the better." It was an emotional time for me. I mean, I had tears because I was actually doing something to help everybody, not just myself. It's just that added layer of protection for us and for our families, our loved ones. I mean, I've got family I haven't seen in a year, so I'm ready.
Initially, in the month of March, April, when we started hearing about this virus and hearing news from China, how this spreads, we didn't know, nobody knew that's why it's novel, right? So we were worried about myself, my family, and everybody knows there's nothing that from the hospital goes to home and nothing from home comes to the hospital, just to protect my family. When I got a call from Chief Quality Officer Dr. Board that, "Are you willing to take vaccine?" He asked me, and I said, "Yes, I will be happy to take it," just to set an example. And then when I walked into the room and I saw that everyone in the front line were represented. So there was an RT, pharmacist, nurse, EVS people. So I was happy to be part of that first provider receiving the vaccine.
So when I found out that I was going to be one of the first 6, I did not know that we were the first 6 in the state. And then to later find out that I was the very first, it was a huge honor. It really was. And I never expected it.
Is it okay to applaud?
The History Center representative was here, and he got the vial and everything and put it in Fort Wayne Historical Center to keep it as one of the first shots that was given in Indiana. It was truly a momentous moment.
I really wasn't sure what to expect. I was told maybe just a few photos. I knew someone would be watching, or a few people would be watching, but to the extent I didn't know, and no one else really knew either. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been fun and it's been awesome.
I'm honored, very honored. When I come back in for that second vaccine, it was just like the first rollout. I mean, it was great. Everybody made us feel welcome and not scared, and I think it was very professionally done.
I was really, really proud of being a Parkview physician when I saw the fluidity, how easy it was, and how smooth the transition, each step of the vaccination was.
It's just that easy.
When I got vaccine, it was painless. I never had this kind of vaccine before, so I went home and I was happy.
I was a fortunate one. With both of my vaccines, I did very well. I had no problems, not even a sore arm with the second one. So I mean, I just whizzed right through it. And I know that some people are afraid because they're afraid they'll get sick with it, but a 24-hour flu-like symptom is better than being in the hospital intubated on a ventilator and hoping that your loved one gets pulled through.
The help is here, and it means, one less person that we might see. It means one less loved one coming to the hospital to say goodbye that last time. But all I know is it is a sigh of relief. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel's still 10 miles long, but we are, we're a half mile in.
When they asked me to lead the project, I didn't hesitate. I was like, of course. And I will say, being African American, we have probably the lowest rate of uptake for vaccines. So it's important for me just to encourage people to get the vaccine. Don't be afraid. I've had both shots and I've done fine. And so in order for us to defeat the virus, people should get vaccinated. Read up on it, bust the myths, understand the yes and the no's and the rights and the wrong. But for me personally, it's been a great experience. It's really showed me what a great organization, I'm just gonna have to say it again, Parkview is. People jump in, we get it done. How can I help? How can I be of service? And it's just been great.